Welcome back to the SportsMax Zone. Second leg round of 16 action in the UEFA Champions League resumed earlier on Tuesday with 2 games. At Old Trafford in England, Manchester United welcomed the Spanish champions Atletico Madrid with the tie level at 1-1. We have highlights.
Can get the game underway. Griezmann has the first kick. As Bruno Fernandes head up looking for the ball in. And Elanga hasn't managed to turn it in. What a chance for Manchester United.
Here's the cross from Bruno Fernandes, and it's in the face of Oblak. It's a really good touch from Elanga. He gets a perfect contact to try and steer the ball home.
Into Griezmann. Good tackle that from Maguire. De Paul has a go. Super safe De Gea. Rodrigo De Paul let fly, and it nearly flew all the way. Good Manchester United move developing. McTominay might have been having the chance to shoot. Dalot takes his. It's a comfortable save for Oblak. Played through by De Paul. João Felix does have runners arriving now. Griezmann looking for Renan Lodi. 1-0 Atletico.
But this pass here from De Paul, what a ball that is. The weight of that pass is absolutely world class. And then the chip to the back post.
Sancho has got to go in the box now. Fred. Bruno Fernandes. Dalot. Somebody has to hit it. Bruno Fernandes is going to do that. And Oblak has to get down to save. Where then does that leave Manchester United season? Well, here they go. It's Elanga, and that was positive. That wasn't far away at all.
I'm not too sure if he's in that real confident frame of mind.
There it comes from Fernandes, and Maguire couldn't get it. Ronaldo couldn't get it. 4 minutes up. This is it.
Well, whatever you do, you cannot hit the first man. This delivery has to be bang on. At least put it in the danger area.
Towards Pogba, but into the grasp of Oblak, who will fall on the ball, and that will be a magnificent defensive job well done by Atletico Madrid in this second half.
So that's all she wrote. Atletico Madrid and Diego Simeone marched through to the last 8 of the Champions League. Manchester United and Ralph Rangnick march away to lick their wounds. Simon Evans, who was on preview duties with me earlier today, who is still at Old Trafford, joins us now for the post-game perspective. Simon, how are you?
Very well, Alex. Yeah. Interesting one,
yeah. Simon, just summarize what you saw for us from your privileged seat inside the Old Trafford Stadium.
Well, we know what to expect from Atletico Madrid in these games. They're going to defend, they're going to be dogged and determined, and then they're going to be effective on the counter-attack. So there was no surprise about that. And this isn't one of the great Atletico Madrid sides. What we saw in the first half was United attack with some purpose, with a degree of creativity, not able to find a way through. In the second half, though, it was headless chicken stuff from United. They were just charging forward. Rangnick threw on so many attackers that there basically wasn't a midfield for United. At Atletico, they were smart. They played it well. They wasted time when they needed to. They made fouls when they needed to, but they got the job done.
Yes, Simon, Ralph Rangnick in his post-match team talk, what would he attribute all these errors to? What would he say to the team, or let's just say the owners of Manchester United, when they ask him what really went wrong today?
I think tonight, a team coached by an experienced coach at this level, who's won things, he's won the Spanish League, he's been to the final of the Champions League. He's got a lot of experience in this competition. Although Ralph Rangnick is 62, he hasn't had much experience at this level at all. Champions League, or the top end of the Premier League. And I think we saw that tonight. I think Rangnick was out-coached by Diego Simeone.
Right. Simon, I'm keen that you went to the match of the substitutions because I wanted to ask you, the decision to withdraw Bruno Fernandes, notwithstanding the fact that Paul Pogba came on, but tell me the crowd's reaction to the Fernandes withdrawal and the other changes Rangnick made as he chased the game.
Well, you don't have to be a tactical genius to realise that just throwing on 5 attackers and playing with Rashford, Cavani, Ronaldo, Sancho, Juan Mata even came on as well. There was no craft in the midfield at all when Bruno Fernandes went out. He was just attacking down the wings, running at players, giving the ball away, being hit on the counter-attack. It's very, very basic, unsophisticated kind of football for this level in the Champions League. That's second half. The first half, there was some good play from United, but it doesn't work. They're just throwing on lots and lots of attackers. He's going to create goals. You need to create chances for people. Bruno Fernandes creates openings. The wide players can create openings, but there was nothing there once Bruno had gone off.
Yep. The fact of you just credited him a while ago, but I want to revisit the theme of Diego Simeone, Simon, because I think what we saw today was the perfect away performance in a 1-0 win. I can't think of anything that Diego Simeone would have hoped to have gone better than it actually did today.
It's Atletico Madrid football. It's Diego Simeone football. We've seen it time and time again. They're extremely disciplined. They know what they're doing. They do counter-attack effectively, but they never overstretch themselves when they do that. They always have the cover so they don't get counted on themselves. That noises the Atletico fans here. All of them are still in the ground, chanting and singing away. It's quite a scene here, actually. But Diego Simeone has delivered them this joy.
Do you get the sense, though, Simon, based on what you've seen of Atletico in league play and in the Champions League this season, that their next opponent, who, for all intents and purposes, will be a better team than Manchester United, could expose their weaknesses?
They're not a great side. They don't have a great midfield. They're very solid at the back, I think. They have interesting players up front, João Felix and Griezmann, but, you know, without anyone to really scare a defence. But I think a team could go there and dominate their midfield and create and open up their defence maybe a little bit more than we saw from Manchester United. I don't think people will be afraid of playing Atletico, but they certainly know that they've been in a game if they draw them.
Yeah. Finally, Simon. So what next for Manchester United from here? Where does this project go? What happens? Nothing left to play for this season. Fourth place is a bit dicey. What from here for Rangnick and his men?
Well, they're going to try and get fourth place if they can and hope they don't stumble on their way down and they can get themselves into the Champions League. But really the big decision here is finding a manager and starting a project, because there isn't a project at the moment. There's a collection of players that are left here by previous managers. There's an interim manager. There is no project. They have to find somebody to take charge of this team. There's some good players here. They're not by no means of their useless collection at United. There's a lot of quality in that club. They need a manager to come in, add to those players, give them a system of play and a philosophy and a way of doing things, and then see if they can start to catch up with Manchester City and Liverpool and Chelsea.
Thank you very much, Simon. Good job. I know the conditions are tough. All the best to you. Really appreciate it.
All right, cheers, all the best.
Good. Simon Evans there from the din inside Old Trafford, where the Atletico Madrid supporters, there can't be many of them, a few thousand, but they're making so much noise in the 70,000 seater facility because they're singing their throats raw because their team just knocked out Manchester United out of the Champions League. Let's take a Ralf Rangnick. Let's hear from Ralf Rangnick before we move on and tell you what happened in the clash between Benfica and Ajax in the Netherlands.
Also some curious refereeing decisions. I wouldn't say in the end that they were decisive, but at least he fell too often for those time-wasting antics, and in the end 4 minutes extra time was just a joke for me. But anyway, very good first half. Second half again was difficult to find the rhythm again.
Rangnick wearing the look of a beaten man.
Yeah.
You know, you spoke, George, when you were exchanging with Simon just now about the team effort and the strategic plan that Atletico Madrid had with this away fixture, which was tied at 1-1 going in. And I think what embodies the team effort for me is that I looked at a match review that had Herrera as their man of the match. Lodi was the match winner. The goalkeeper, Oblak, was like a windshield wiper, stopped everything Man U. So 3 different parts of the field that Atletico Madrid were seen as being pivotal. 3 different, because I think Oblak could easily have been man of the match. Lodi was a match winner because he scored the goal. And a match review I looked at had Herrera as the man of the match for Atletico Madrid.
The Mexican, Hector Herrera.
So it just tells you that overall the Atletico Madrid effort was so all-encompassing and strong throughout.
Definitely a complete performance, and you have to say that the points went to the right team based on the fact that, you know, all different aspects of the team, you know, clicked. And it really bugs me as to why Atletico Madrid doesn't play like this in La Liga, but they always say the Champions League brings out a different beast, and when you play against a team like Manchester United, you see the firepower.
Yeah, truth is that Manchester United is, as Simon noted, not a good team. Well, no, Simon did not say that. We all know it's not a good team right now. Yeah, man, for sure. Not a good team right now at all. And Diego Simeone has had this Atletico Madrid team for 11 years, from 2011. And Rangnick is into a 6-month spell at Manchester United. And a team of odds and ends and bereft of a philosophy, a guiding principle. There's so much wrong at Manchester United. The one good thing they did, I thought, which has hurt us short term, but will prove to be beneficial. When Rangnick came in, they didn't buy any players in the January transfer window, because that was without just added to the hodgepodge nature of the squad in totality. So they didn't do that, because clearly we needed stronger players than we had then. But to buy those players then would have complicated matters. You'd have had a bloated squad and players trying to fit in and settle, and you buy that player so you want to play him, and a player who was there before feeling sidelined and being demotivated, and it's reflecting in training. So you'd have had so many other issues. But short term, that hurt us, because the likes of Fred McTominay, Harry Maguire, Marcus Rashford, these guys are only good as reserves in a top team, but not as first call players. And United suffered from having to rely on them. But I think the short-term pain of not buying in January will be soothed by the long-term gain of a manager being able to come in and start afresh. Rangnick will recommend who should go from the squad. I have a long list of players who should go from the squad, I must tell you. So he'll go and present that list, and then they'll work from there. The new manager will have a fresh idea of how he wants to play and who will be able to play that system.
Yeah, in context, I understand what you just said about short-term pain.
Yeah.
But there'll be the Manchester United detractors who would suggest that the pain Man United is feeling, it hasn't been short-term. It's been since 2013.
Well, since 2013, we've won 3 trophies. You know what? No.
Yeah, George.
No,
when Arsenal were winning those trophies, Man United fans laughed at them, George.
With reason, because Manchester United have won the Premier League more recently than Arsenal have.
So that's why they say it's pain.
No.
Because you're used to winning good things.
George,
but again,
to be fair, there were titles, George, but since Sir Alex Ferguson left, Man United has predominantly been painful.
I always tell you on this program that Manchester United standards are higher than every other team in world football, bar Real Madrid. Not in England, world football. Here's the thing now. People would laugh, and Arsenal fans would laugh, and you would make fun of the fact that of the trophies I say Manchester United has won since 2013, which includes a Europa League.
Thursday football.
Hold on.
Which is often laughed at, George.
Do you know how many Thursday football leagues Arsenal have won in their history? 0. That's the point. We take a break, we come right back. That's the point I'm making. Let's take the break and come right back and pick up this Champions League discussion. Ajax had sauntered through the group stage of the Champions League, scoring 20 goals and winning every game, second only to Bayern Munich overall in terms of the most prolific team in the tournament. So everyone expected them to sweep Benfica away. The first leg, played in Portugal 2 weeks ago, saw the Dutch team escape with a 2-2 draw. The signal sent that Benfica would be no pushover. So what happened today when they met in Amsterdam in that second leg game? Ajax favoured to set the record straight against the Benfica team that are not doing so well in the Portuguese top flight. So what questions do we have answered? Let's roll the highlights.
Injury to Remco Pasveer. Looking for some movement from Tadic. Getting rid of it sharpish. Chance to shoot. And hit first time by Berghaus. This is Dusan Tadic. Good running by Daley Blind's done really well here. Dangerous looking ball on the header. Just over the top of the bar. We still await the first goal of the night. And Benfica on the... And they've got it! Darwin Núñez has scored!
But this is a wonderful, wonderful delivery. And Núñez, look at him, he knows what he wants to do. Timber's marking him, but he just gets an arm across him. He gets higher than Timber, higher than Onana.
Well, it has been a disappointing season domestically for Benfica. Third in the domestic league, but they are salvaging their season with a tremendous run in the Champions League and a stunning win in Amsterdam tonight.
Yeah, so the shock result of the round so far, Benfica, not the, well, unfancied to win this two-legged tie, but they get through 3-2 on aggregate over an Ajax team that, you know, this what this tells you about? You can't count any chickens, you can't take anything for granted, and previous form means nothing in the game. The games have to be played. The games have to be played the right way. You have to score goals, you have to keep clean sheets, you have to win.
And dominating isn't all, because even in this match, Ajax was dominating for most of the match. But it just takes a simple goal, well, not in this case because that header was a beauty, definitely brilliant. But it just takes one opportunity, you capitalize on it, and then you're into the last quarter of the Champions League.
Yeah, the Champions League serves up results like these, don't they? You really have to play, and especially in the knockout round. You can't take anything for granted.
What this does, the elimination of Ajax, is it stops the charge of Sebastian Aller, the Ivoirian, who was for a long time the leading goal scorer in the Champions League. He finished on 11 goals. Robert Lewandowski eclipsed him in the last Bayern Munich game when his hat-trick took him to 12. But Haller's fairy tale run, scoring in every game, has ended, and with him, with Ajax out, he has to think about the next season. So yeah, Benfica going out, and Benfica going through, Ajax going out, joining Manchester United on the Champions League scrap heap. Atletico Madrid go forward, and the Portuguese Titans, Benfica, go forward as well. On Wednesday, there are two games. Chelsea will go to France, or they're in France already if they can afford the bus fare to get across there to play Lille, last year's Ligue 1 champions. So Lille and Chelsea in that second leg clash, and then Juventus and Villarreal. That was a tremendous game they played in Spain in that first leg. Don't forget the goal that Vlahovic scored for the Juventus team, but Villarreal pegged them back. So everything to play for in that second leg, and we have that game live for you tomorrow on SportsMax 2. The SportsMax app will have the Chelsea-Lille game, but SportsMax 2 will have live for you the game between Juventus and Villarreal from Turin.